Okay, so here we have a bedroom in the basement of a house that's in shambles, and a cup of coffee comes with it. Anyways, so the wallpaper has been partially removed. Just a quick tip: if you're going to paint any rooms and it has wallpaper on it, you want to get that wallpaper off, quite simply because the paint will soak through the wallpaper, and in most cases will bubble and your paint will fall off the wall. Don't want that now, do we? So get that wallpaper off. It doesn't matter if you strip it down to the drywall. Somebody wallpapered over, just did a quick fill in. They didn't fill in the screws in the drywall. That's another thing you want to check, is to make sure the screws are not flush. They have to be sunk in about the depth of the actual screw head, so that you can fill this with filler, and you'll fill it once. If you've got a big area where it has a couple hours to at least 4 or 6 hours. And in most cases, I would say let it solidify, harden overnight for 12 hours or so, so that it is correctly seated and filled. Second day, you'll do a quick sand over. Okay, get the when you fill it, we're going to show you here in a bit how to fill these screw heads. And the second coat will be your pretty much your final coat if you've done it right, because your first coat, it'll be flush, and then you're just going to do a quick sand with 100 fine sandpaper just to make it nice and smooth, because you're going to do it once again the second trip, just to make sure that you've gotten any missed cracks or anything on your screw heads. Okay, so then you'll fill that over a second time, and again you'll third time around, next day, come back and just fine sand that, and she'll be ready for your primer. And then you'll go with your 1 or 2 coats of wall paint, whatever it is you're going to go with. And on a wall like this where there's nothing on it, it's going to need a primer, or your paint is going to seep right through into the drywall and cause you problems. You need a primer, fast drying primer that won't soak through and cause you a bubble, or cause you any what we call bulging of your walls in areas. So here we have it. This basement bedroom requires carpet. We'll put the carpet in later. We'll do all the wall work, get everything painted. The ceiling, it's just a small area. We're going to roll it. But if it was a whole house, we would get our sprayer out and spray the ceiling down, because it's a lot easier and a lot faster and a lot cleaner to use a sprayer. With a stipple ceiling like this, very coarse, you need a very thick roller to apply the paint. The reason being is you've got to soak that roller up, and then you've got to spread that into those without going back and forth for 3 hours. One spot type of thing, you need to get that soaked in there. Alright, so in the next video we'll show you how to fill the holes. Here they've done, and you see it's a once coat, and there's a little bit of bubbles like the sticking out. So here we'll sand this off, and then we'll just give it a quick second coat. But this is an example of where there's little holes and little cracks, and it dips in. Gives you an idea of what we're looking to do. So we'll give this a quick sand, then we'll give it a coat. Alright, so we'll see you in the next video when we're ready to sand it down and prime it. Thanks for watching, clubhandy.ca.